it says that these brothers with leprosy are now walking toward the camp. And when they get to the enemy's camp where they could be destroyed, they find that the enemy has vacated the premises. This blessed me so much because here they are living in tents outside of the city because they're not allowed into Samaria because of their skin condition. But they just start walking toward the enemy's camp. And when they get there, everything they need to survive and more is in place. And the opposition they were concerned about is gone, is vacated, is left the building. Y'all, this blessed me so much because here they are with their wounded legs, their disease-stricken bodies, and they just start walking towards enemy territory. And when they get to the edge of the camp, they don't hear any people talking. They don't hear any rustling among the people. The silver is in place. The gold is in place. The refrigerators are full. The cupboards are stocked. Everything they need is in place. And the problem they were concerned about is no longer even a consideration. Y'all know why this blessed me so much? Because it said they started walking toward the camp at twilight. And then the text says a verse later that at twilight, the enemy thought they heard the sound of horses and an army. So they vacated the premises thinking that Egypt was getting ready to show up and fight Israel's battle for them. Did y'all hear what I just said? At the same time that they start walking toward the enemy hears an army. It's just 4 of them, but God is so with them that God made their feet so heavy that the enemy thought they were bigger than they really were. Who am I talking to in here today? When you trust God, God will increase your footsteps. When you trust God, every step you'll take, you'll sound like an army. You'll sound like a horse. You'll sound like a military. I wish I had something more deep to say in this moment, but I need somebody in church today to know that you have more weight in your foot than you think you have. And whenever I face a problem, I just march towards it with my head held high and my back erect because I sound louder than I really am. Can I get 5 people in the sanctuary that can say, when God walks with me, I sound like an army because I have an army of angels all night and all day. The angels keep watching over me. Do I have some folk in the middle of a battle right now? And I want you to know, every step you take, you'll sound like a horse. Every step you'll take, you'll sound like you're galloping with thousands of people behind you. This is why I'm not afraid of Trump. This is why I'm not afraid of Mitch McConnell. This is why I'm not afraid of Phil Murphy. This is why I'm not afraid of the Democratic establishment, because every time I walk in an office, I've got an army with me. Every time I show up at work, I've got an army with me. Every time I head to the surgeon's table, I show up with an army with me. Can I get 5 people in here today that can say, I'm so grateful that every step I take, I sound like chariots. I sound like horses. In fact, can I get somebody in this place today that can say, if you don't want to feel the weight of my footsteps, you better get out of my way, because when I get ready to look out future, here I come, and I sound like chariots. I sound like horses. Am I talking to anybody in here today that's ever won some battles that you didn't have to fight? You've received some blessings that you didn't work for. You shut down the enemy that never saw you coming. Because if God be for you, you'll sound like chariots and you'll sound like horses. I feel like preaching. I wish I had 12 people in the sanctuary that can lift up your hands and thank God that the enemy starts to panic when you open your eyes. That's why the first thing I say when I wake up in the morning is, God, thank you for letting me beat yesterday. Hey, do I have any folk in here today that can say, all I have are my two legs, but I sound like a chariot, I sound like a horse, because greater is God that is in me than anything that's in the world. That's why Harriet did what she did. She sounded like horses. That's why Frederick Douglass did what he did. He sounded like horses. That's why Fannie Lou Hamer took heads to the beats to the head from the police and lived to tell the story. And she said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, because she sounded like chariots and sounded like horses. I wish I had 12 more people in the building today that can say, God will amplify your footsteps. God turn broken bodies into battle weapons. God turn lepers' legs into chariots and into horses. And when you trust God, your enemy will think you're bigger than you really are. Somebody say, I'm bigger. Somebody say, I'm bigger than I know. I have more than I realize. Am I talking to anybody in here today that can say, when God amplifies my footsteps, God will amplify my approach, broaden my bandwidth, confirm my capacities, densify my dominance, extend my expertise. God turn lepers' legs into chariots. God will finalize your fight readiness, guarantee your gumption, heighten your hardiness, intensify your influence, and jumpstart your journey. The same God that made lepers sound like chariots and sound like horses is the same God that will landmark your leverage, maximize your muscle, neutralize your negatives, optimize your odds, and punctuate your power. Every step you take, bathed in tenacity, it will quake in the hearts of the enemy. All you have to do is take a step.
Look here, everybody.